Aries Taurus, to your love reading for January. I hope your friends are doing great out there. Hope the new year is treating you well. Let's look and see what's going on over here for you guys. Best message coming in. The Astro Dice will be after this, towards the end, the very end of the month, going into the beginning of the month. Okay, so let's see. If you guys feel like you have missed a video, you can also check out the playlist. There was no Astro Dice because we did the New Year's forecast. So you're not missing that, okay? Okay, my friends, let's get in here and see what's going on with you. We have a Knight of Pentacles coming out. This is going to be your person's energy, and this is your energy. So I'm pulling for your person's energy. Their energy is the Knight of Pentacles. They could be an earth sign as well. So, okay, so you are Aries, Taurus. So they could be Taurus. They could be Capricorn. They could be Virgo. Okay, that is a Knight of Pentacles. That is a Taurian card. We do have Four of Cups. So it does feel like whoever you're dealing with, it does feel like they're a bit sad right now. We are going to consider your person right now an earth sign. Taurus for now. Does not have to be, because it literally could be a water sign. But because they're coming up with this beautiful Taurian slow energy. Slow and sad. Why do I feel like, though, that they're a little methodical, though, in some ways, in the way that they're moving? Like, even though there's a little bit of sadness, there's a lot of thinking, there's a lot of looking into the cup of yesterday, holding on to regrets, holding on to maybe even words that were spoken between the two of you, having regrets about that. That's really what I'm feeling. Ace of Swords in reverse, but not wanting to speak the truth, not wanting to come out with the truth, not wanting to speak on this at all. They don't want to bring this up. So whatever was going on in your past over here, Aries, Taurus, they don't want to bring this up at all. They would rather stay in the Four of Cups and think about the situation, meditate on the situation, maybe even having melancholy about the situation, than actually speaking their mind about the situation. So I do feel that they are going very slow toward you, coming back around, because they don't want confrontation. The person could be a Libra as well. They don't like confrontation. The Tower. They know that if they come towards you, there's going to be a fight. It's going to, if we speak of what's going on about the situation, it's going to cause a fight. Because I feel like it's words that have not been spoken. It's something that was pushed under the rug that hasn't 100% revealed itself. And if they open up to their truths, the way that they truly feel about this situation of what's going on, it's going to cause another argument. So they don't want to. They would rather run from the situation and then come back at you slowly than actually confront the situation. So there's no confronting this. No, they don't want to confront this at all. They'd rather have it hidden, keep it dark, keep it secret. Maybe they even have secrets. Like, if I do this, they feel like they're going to be exposed. When the sun is in the right side up, it's exposure, right? Because everything's in the truth, everything's in the light. So I feel like if they keep it hidden and they keep it silent, then they don't have to expose their secrets, their lies, their wrongdoings, right? So they don't have to own up to that. Let's just put it there. There's no ownership. If I don't have to have a confrontation with you, I don't have to own up to that shit. So I'd rather sit in the Five of Pentacles and have this loss with you, Aries, Taurus, than have to actually deal with this situation. Which is crazy, because then they could think that they're building a relationship around a lie or around this that's hidden without having to deal with it. And it'll just, Aries, Taurus will get over it. They'll get over that I cheated on them. They'll get over that I lied to them. They don't know the truth anyway. So, it's only in their mind what they think is going on. So they're going to make you think about what the truth really was without making any exposure. Anyone that doesn't really want to bring anything straight into the light like this and having no truths must have something bad to hide. There has to be some kind of regrets in knowing that they hurt you. exposing themselves, which could make them look like a total asshole, total loser, total betrayal. Think about those things. Why else would we not want to bring these things? Even if we know that they're going to cause a fight, there has to be more to it than it was, I just threw your beer away. I didn't know you were going to drink it. Nobody gives a shit. What is really going on? What's really going on, right? I just ran to the store. What's the big deal? Yeah, I was gone for like an hour, but I mean, I was just shopping. Were you really, or were you with somewhere else? You have to ask these questions, right? Because there's something deeper, darker to this situation, to why they're not Four of Pentacles, holding tight to their Six of Cups, to their past behavior, holding tight to this truth, holding tight to this situation, and not letting anybody. They're not going to let you know. They're going to manipulate this situation until the cows come home. They're not going to let you know. It's like, if you can figure it out intuitively, then that's great. But otherwise, I'm not telling you the truth. Nope. And you're not going to get it out of me. And I will come towards you. And if you ask this situation, they're going to turn around and walk the other way very slowly. Absolutely not. And there could be infidelity, because we have the Empress in reverse, which I feel a lot of infidelity in this situation anyways. So I'm not going to 100% say it was infidelity, but I'm going to say it was infidelity. No matter what, it's lying and cheating and hurting you. We all know this. Giving their passions to someone else. Look at that. Walking away from you and giving passion somewhere else. Herald the Wands. Don't tell me. I'm telling you, for most of you, it's cheating. They left you for someone else, and they're totally cheating. And even if they're coming back, it feels like they're still holding on to that other person. And that might be another thing that they're not telling you, is that I'm still holding tight to this other person. You think I let go of them, but we're not talking about that. That's not, we're not opening that door. No, that door's locked. We're not talking about that. Don't talk about that with me. No, see, they're saying, if you ask me about that, you're overstepping your boundary. How dare you? What? Okay, we're done there. Because now it almost feels like for some of you, they're going to start playing victim. Like, how dare you ask me? Oh, don't you go there. How dare you? We've already snuffed this out. That was months ago, and you're going to bring that up again? Well, just because nothing was actually resolved out of that situation. So there could be trust issues between you and this person. You know that. Even though they're coming back at you slowly to want to resolve this issue, but never bringing up what really was the issue to begin with. Interesting. So I don't want to fix this with you, Aries, Taurus, but I want you to take me back. But don't ask any fucking questions. Because you're not going to get the truth out of me anyways. Or I'm just going to stay silent-lipped, tight-lipped about it. So let's see how you feel about this situation. A Knight of Swords. You think that they're hiding something. They're quiet. You're going to come in fast, but you think they're hiding. It's Knight of Swords in reverse. You think they're lying, cheating, stealing, and that they're hiding something from you. So you don't even think that you don't even want them back. Look at that third party situation. You know that there's infidelity. You know that they cheated on you. You know that they're either holding someone now or could possibly be. No, you're saying, I know the truth about the situation, and you're not going to try to guide me away from this situation. King of Pentacles, you guys could be definitely dealing with a Taurus who is definitely lying, cheating, stealing, or some kind of a Virgo or Capricorn. Doesn't have to be, though. It could be, shit, we got all this Cancer up here, too. No, it looks like you're not coming towards them. You're like, if you want to come towards me, but you know what? I'd like to see the truth first. The truth would set you free with the Justice card. It's almost to the point where it's like, I don't even really want to talk to you unless you're going to come. Look, the Justice is in the middle of everything. That's saying, I want to know the truth to this situation. Their middle card is the Five of Pentacles. I'd rather have the loss and the understanding and be sad about the situation than to let you know anything that's going on, because it's going to make me look stupid. You think you don't look stupid now? Yeah, you made a mistake, but how are you going to fix that if you can't own up to your shit? Okay. Queen of Cups, that's infidelity again. Hierophant to the commit. There it is. You know that they cheated. Three of Pentacles down at the bottom of the deck. We have committed their heart to someone else through infidelity. Gave their heart to another. Even if it wasn't their heart, it was their essence. Clarify on the situation. I don't see that. So they want to come back around and try to work this out with you, but you say you have your own abundance. There's love that's coming in that's going to be more of a commitment than what you have. You guys might have already found new love that's coming through. Looks like for some of you are manifesting new love, and it looks like you're going to be getting ready to go on dating and a new connection coming in, one that's more self-respect or somebody who has more self-respect. This person you're actually going to have a little bit more compatibility with, but there is also going to be a lot of boundaries when it comes to this situation. And this person actually sees your worthiness, and you also see the divine feminine over here. So you could be dealing with I actually feel like the person who's coming in for you could be an air sign. Just saying, it could be definitely a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. I actually see a beautiful Libra in this card because it is the Empress card. I do see the communication through the parrot, and I also see the freedom, wild, free, but also enjoying yourself, but seeing, you know, the luxuries of life, and feeling like this commitment is more open, more grounded, you know, and something that you can nurture and grow with this person. So I feel like you do have a beautiful new person that's coming in that's definitely more mature. Yes, thank you. There's definitely more mature. This is a lot of immaturity over here. You know, and there needs to be more self-growth, because it does not show that they have the growth to where you have now grown to. You could have said maybe before, you know, we could have worked things out, but because I've grown so much, I see the growth within you. Now you're saying I've spiritually grown so much that I don't even think that we're not even going to work anymore. And I really do believe that for you, Aries, Taurus. I think you've grown so much in maturity, you know, in spiritual maturity, that it's almost like you could look at them as being kind of more, not even evil or any of that so much as it is childish, right? This is childish behavior for you to, you know, act this way. This is not the way, you know, a grown-ass adult acts, right? This is more of some teenage behavior where I'm trying to hide from my parents, sneak out the window, you know what I mean, in the middle of the night. That is not grown, you know, that is not, that is just not mature behavior. That's not grown adult behavior. And I think that that's where it's going to really come down to in the end for you is, you know, you're going to feel kind of like, you know what? I wanted to fix this. I feel like this is what, you know, I wanted to fix this with you, but now because of your lack of maturity, and then you're going to say that you're going to play victim about the situation because I want you to do so. I mean, what are we, 16? So I'm kind of feeling like your spiritual growth and self-respect is going to weigh over this behavior. Okay, so, and I just really feel like that's where it's really going. And it just, you know, Spirit's giving you a new person to deal with, a new love to come with, a new love coming in, somebody who's more mature, you could grow with. They're grown. They act like an adult instead of a child. They understand consequences and not just throwing things under the rug like there was no consequence to this behavior. Yeah. So I feel like the immediate action. Whoa. Spirit said, this is immediate action. Let go of that so we can do this. Whoa, that's crazy. Bring in, sever the ties to this person so this person can wander right back in. That way you make the room that you need to be able to really handle this person and bring them in with the loving, kind heart that you have, right? And really just, let's do this, right? Let's get real about situations instead of holding on to what no longer can really serve you. This behavior is not acceptable on any. If they wanted to help you, I feel like this is an energy that's been going on for a while. If they really wanted to heal this situation, they would have had that open conversation instead of keeping everything hidden all the time. Okay? So until next time, peace and love, my friends. Bye-bye.